I plead the fifth. Welcome, everybody, to the best betting show ever. I'm Lawrence Presman. Art the Caesar back in the saddle. Joe Ranieri with us. We did find Art. We got a lot of betting information coming your way. We're going to take apart every game on the baseball card. We're going to look at the AFC North. We're going to do predictive markets, our parlay of the day, some sharp bets. But before we get anywhere, Art, there was a rumor you were in Nepal.
Yes.
In an opium den.
Truth?
I was like Robert De Niro in Once Upon a Time in America. They found me. If anyone knows the movie, it's a 9-hour classic. And he spends a lot of time in that movie. Yeah, he smokes a lot of opium in that movie.
He does.
If anyone has not seen that movie, that is the single greatest mob movie of all time. It is better than The Godfather 1, 2, and 3. It is better than Goodfellas.
Yep.
It is better than Princess Bride. No, nothing's better than
Nothing's better than Princess Bride. I mean, that's don't even know where that came from.
It's not better than the Princess Bride.
Nope.
But it really is a masterpiece of a movie. And Art, did you ever see the director's cut, which did run
18
over
hours.
4 hours?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think back in the day when I had it on DVD, when those were still a thing.
Wow.
They did have the director's cut. And I remember watching it and thinking like, man, this is 5 hours. Like,
I don't think they had the director's cut back because I actually know James Woods. We play poker together every now and again.
Nice.
And he was obviously the second. I mean, there was two main actors, him and De Niro.
He was the second guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think James Woods, I think the director's cut came out much later, but who knows? Anyway, huge recommendation. One of the single best movies you'll ever see in your life. Okay.
I agree.
Art. So let's get to some sharp bets for today.
Absolutely. A couple of things I've seen already this morning. They're on Tampa Bay and they're on the Dodgers after a loss. Normally the sharps don't lay a price with the Dodgers, but they have today. So it's one of the rare times you've seen some money come in sharp-wise with the Dodgers.
I love that. You don't see a lot of some really ugly losses last night, too. But that was actually a pretty fun one there, Art, in there. And they continue to be completely overpriced beyond recognition. What's going on? The NBA came back, Art, but what happens now during this time of year? Now the football's around here. NBA, WNBA, they just wait until the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I must mention they did bet the dream. They bet them overnight. They took them at +1.5. They're now -1. So that is some sharp WNBA stuff. I did forget about that, Joe. But no, you're right. I mean, listen, WNBA doesn't lose its steam with the sharp bettors. Obviously, they've been there since day one. But, a lot of us really now start to turn our attention to football. Guys, all of us who love to bet baseball day in and day out will still do that. But of course, now, we're trickling into August. People are reporting to mini camps or full camps or whatever you're going to call it. So, yeah, now it's football season, really, because what do you got? You got a preseason game a week from Thursday. So now we're in football mode.
Love it.
Yeah. Are you, Joe, are you deep in the weeds in football already? Researching, studying?
College.
Mostly college. Yeah, Carm came over yesterday. We were like going through the coaches, the quarterbacks. It's hard to find someone who could name a quarterback on every team in the league right now.
Try college. It's like, wait a minute, wasn't he on Marshall last year? Like, what? It's like, what?
Thank God for Phil Steele.
Oh my goodness, unbelievable.
Guys, Phil Steele, how old is that man?
Yeah, it's been around
still
since,
cranking them out.
Listen, an absolute pioneer, right? So, kudos to him, an absolute pioneer. Okay, guys, let's get to our parlay of the day. Art the Caesar, what do you got for us?
Yeah, St. Louis has been bad. They're reeling right now. Cubs are playing good baseball. Give me the Cubs, short price on the road, -120.
Joe?
I am going to go with the under in the White Sox and Yankees game, 7.5. Schlittler against Davis Martin. I'll take the under there, Prez.
I'm going to go with the under 2, Joe, but this one is in San Fran and Milwaukee. Webb on the mound against Drohan. I think both just pleaded the 5th. I'm not sure.
They did.
But I'm going to go with the under in that game. There's your parlay of the day. Predictive markets. Art, you're going to stay with us all the way through to the MLB rundown. Yesterday, we did not get it right. Well, wait a minute, Joe. Didn't I say over 63? No, it was 64. I think we were wrong.
We were hoping for 64, and it stayed just under 64,
I think
which
we
is
were
crazy
across the board.
Because it spent most of overnight up over 64 before coming back down. So, but that's exactly what it's been doing over the last 2 weeks, Prez.
There you go. So, what do we got going today? A little bit on the down slide. I'm gonna pass, Joe. Sorry, we're passing on Bitcoin today, unless you've got something.
I mean, it's at 60, just above 64 now. Do we see it going to 63, Prez, or
I think it's gonna hover, my brother.
I do too. I'm just gonna go. I am gonna go. How about this? Under in each of them. Under 64, 250. Under 64. Under 63, 750. Seems to be a trend working here right now with this.
Yeah. And keep in mind, guys, I think this is a buying opportunity. I've been telling you that since day one on this show. I think we're going to see a run in the fall. Anything else predictive-wise? What's going on in politics, culture, There are, according to that Instadoc I watched, there are a ton of guys making money on predicting the weather.
Oof.
Yeah, that's because, well, meteorologists can't certainly predict it, so that would be interesting there. I do have one, though, Art, that some of these markets here in Major League Baseball, now that we're down in the home stretch, are laughable here. We know that Yordan Alvarez is trading at about 81 cents to be the MVP for the American League. There is basically only 2 guys in the National League right now, and I am shocked that Ohtani is only at 63 cents here, because Pete Crow Armstrong is really the only other guy on the board getting any money here of significance. Are we just giving this? Should we rename the award to Ohtani, Art? The Ohtani MVP? Like, what do we do here?
Yeah, it's interesting. So, I mean, obviously, when he was going with both hitting and pitching already this year, it looked like a lock. And it probably still is, but, I mean, are we going to see him pitch again? Like, so is that going to hurt his MVP case a little bit, even though it probably shouldn't? I get it. Pete Crow's had a really nice year, but it feels like that's a cheap price for Ohtani.
That's what I'm saying, right? I mean, does that make any 63? Again, Alvarez is over 80 cents.
Yeah, exactly. And I get it. Alvarez is the Triple Crown leader, not only in the American League, I believe in the major leagues, he's the Triple Crown leader. Or like just a couple back in RBIs. Like, he's having that type of year. And Houston, well, I don't think many people thought much of this year. They're hanging in there. They're only like a game out in the wild card, 2 out in the division.
Yep.
So Alvarez clearly should be the MVP. But man, for Ohtani to be in the 60, 63 cent range seems low.
Prez, I don't know, like in a month, we're going to wake up, it's going to be 85 cents, and we're going to be like, why didn't we just bet it at 63 cents? Pete Crow Armstrong is not catching Ohtani unless I'm missing something. Just give the guy the award again. And who's going to bet against him? I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, it's...
Well, obviously somebody, because...
Is there Ohtani fatigue, you think, Prez?
That's a great question, Joe. I mean, we've seen it before, right? It's not like Wayne Gretzky won every...
Exactly.
Right.
They stopped giving Joker the MVP in the NBA.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's actually a great point, Joe.
So...
I don't know, man. I'm thinking Max Scherzer might have a shot.
Oh, no. Well, it's definitely not Bieber after walking 9 guys in the first inning yesterday. So it's definitely not him either. But I think I'm with you, Art, at 63 cents. I think for what, 30 some odd days that we're going to have left in the regular season for the thing, I'm going to go Ohtani. I don't think Pete Crow Armstrong at 37 cents. I don't think there's any. Do you know what there's value in? The no in Pete Crow Armstrong at 64 cents. I think that's the way to do it. One or the other.
Yeah, take a. Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. It's the only one I'm looking at there because James Wood ain't doing it either. So, yeah, I'll take Ohtani MVP 63 cents in my book. There you go, Prez.
Yeah, because even as good as Wood has done, you can argue that Abrams is more important.
Exactly correct. Who also might be traded in another week.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I love it. I love Wood, but, you know, I don't know. Abrams is just as important to that team.
It's a good point also.
Okay, boys. Anything else in the predictive game?
You are good to go here, Prez.
Okay, can we have a quick moment now? We need to.
I'm trying to see what Ohtani's stats are here right now. 286, 23 home runs, 64 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, 924 OPS.
And even if he doesn't pitch again, you still have to count that.
Correct.
I mean, what he did when he was a pitcher.
Correct. But that's as a DH again. But there's just nobody else is having the kind of year where it's like, oh, how do you not bet? Even Pete Crow Armstrong. I mean, what is he at? 300? Okay. So is that like MVP quality? Like, I don't get it. Let me see where he is. Cubs right now.
Yeah, I mean, PCA is fine, but I mean, I don't know. To me, the MVP is like the Cubs were supposed to be decent. I think I would take a national guy over the Cub guy. The Nationals were supposed to be trash.
I agree. Yes.
And they're hovering right around 500 because of those two guys.
Yep. I mean, Pete Crow Armstrong is hitting 285. So let me look at his. He's hitting the same thing as Ohtani. Ohtani's got 23 home runs. He's got 23 home runs, 61 ribbies. No, and they're both leadoff guys, Art. How crazy is that?
Yeah, Ohtani
He's got 26 stolen bases, 919 OPS. So the numbers are almost identical across the board. And they both lead off, but unless Prez is getting Ohtani fatigue, he's going to get every vote. All of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Are we moving on to the AFC North?
You said you needed a minute, so we were just vamping. Okay,
we were just gonna talk a little.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So whenever you're ready, Prez.
Okay. Well, Joe, let's get into some business first, then we'll take care of the AFC North preview. I won my game yesterday, $5 Tuesday. Thanks for grabbing that, everybody. I got one baseball play up today. What do you got going, Joe?
Yeah, early, by the way, early afternoon game available. Also, one free play as well. I think there's a little bit later game up on the page at WagerTalk.com. Go get both of them. They're there right now. So WagerTalk.com, WT.buzz/JR.
There you go. Okay, boys, let's get to our AFC North preview. This is the division with the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Cleveland Browns. Not a wide open division, as I don't think Cleveland is going to get a sniff of that one. Plus 2,100 for the Browns. Roughly plus 500, 510 for Pittsburgh, plus 184 for Cincy, and Baltimore is favored at minus 112. I'm a big fan of Cincinnati here. I think we got Joe Burrow coming back angry. I think Zach Taylor is going to be playing somewhat for his job this year. They have weapons all over the bloody place. It's going to come down to whether their O-line can protect Joe or not. I think their O-line will be better than it was last year. I don't buy the Baltimore Ravens yet. Maybe. We'll see. They got a new coach and a new system coming in. I definitely do not buy the Pittsburgh Steelers with 48-year-old Aaron Rodgers and a man who can't coach and only gets good teams, Mike McCarthy. And obviously, I don't buy into the Cleveland Browns. I'm going with Cincinnati here, guys, at plus 230, 210, whatever the number is. Art, I'll go to you. What do you like in AFC North?
So you look at this division, and the Browns, one of the lowest win totals on the board at 5.5. You can get them as high as 25-1 to win this division. That's not going to happen. I'm with you, Prez. The Steelers, they're probably right around 6 or 7, 8 wins. Their win total's 8.5. That's kind of the way they've been priced. We talked about it, I want to say last week on the show, where we saw some sharp guys take the Bengals under at 9.5. I've seen it as high as 10.5. It's kind of a split board with their win total. You're either seeing 9.5 juiced pretty heavily to the over, or 10.5 juiced pretty heavily to the under. Get them about plus 240 and the highest I've seen them to win the division. The value on the division is them. Even if I don't love the Bengals, the value's on them, because the Ravens, everywhere you see, they're either minus 105 all the way up to minus 125. I think my favorite play in this division is the Ravens under win total, under 11.5. New coach. The schedule is really easy, but this is a team that can easily go 11-6 and you still hit your win total. So I like the Ravens under their wins.
That's an interesting bet, Joe. What do you got going for us?
I mean, let me ask you guys this: who's the best coach in this division now? Because we have 3 new coaches, and the
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor is the veteran of this crew here.
But Zach Taylor, to me, is one of the best coaches in the league. Why is this guy not getting his due? He took a mediocre Cincinnati team led by Joe Burrow, granted, but a mediocre Cincinnati team. He took him to the Super Bowl. He's really never had a defense. He's not the architect of this team. He's the coach of this team. I think Zach Taylor is a top-notch coach, and I think most importantly, his players love playing for him.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we only had one team with a winning record last season there. Art, is that correct, in the AFC? I believe the Steelers were the only one that finished with a winning record, right? We had the Ravens at 8-9
last week.
Yeah. Burrow only, to your point, Prez, Burrow only played half the season, and they went 6-11, and mostly because of the games that he did play in. So, yeah, I mean, the Browns are going to be atrocious again. We know this. To me, it all comes down to how much are we buying into Jesse Mintner being the right hire. That's still a lot of the same guys from a year ago.
We don't know anything. I mean, do you even know what system he's going to be running? Is the defense coming out completely different? Are they going to be a more pass-heavy offense? If they are, I'm playing against them. Are they going to be more run-heavy? What kind of package are they going to be bringing? I mean, it's not like this is your regular, somebody just took over the New England Patriots. Oh my, what's Drake May going to do? Well, we know what Drake May is going to do no matter who coaches. This is Lamar Jackson, a man who struggles to throw the ball, but can run like nobody's business. The system run in Baltimore is going to be crucial to their success.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is.
If you can't protect him, what difference does it is? And call me crazy, it feels like Derrick Henry, it's a lot of wear and tear on those tires, man. There really is. And you just watched it as the season went on, right? So
but it's not only that. Look at what happened with LT. Look at what happened with Jamal Lewis. Like, these guys, when they fall off, it's like, boom.
Yep.
Last week they were world beaters. This week they're in a geriatric home.
Yes. Well, new offensive coordinator. Now, obviously, I think Minter's still calling with Weaver is going to be the defensive side. But don't forget, they couldn't get to the quarterback last year. Remember that? It was not a good situation here. Well, now they got Trey Hendrickson, or was it Max Crosby? Oh, no, it's Trey Hendrickson. That's right. They opted for Hendrickson and sent Max Crosby back to the Raiders. I think how this division lands...
Max Crosby must be thrilled.
Oh, I mean, when you consider it. I think this all depends on whether or not Baltimore lives up to the hype, and if they don't, this is a very winnable go-get-'em season, I think, for the Bengals, provided... Al Golden doesn't screw it up on the defensive side there. And you can keep, Joe Burrow upright, because I think the Bengals have a better offense than certainly than the Ravens, but it's all going to come down to defense. And now your defensive coordinator's the head coach. So I don't
Guys, tell
know.
us what you think. Let us know your thoughts. Now, Art,
Yep.
Joe, I'm going to throw out an AFC North bet. I want your thoughts here. Before I get into that, though, it would be a hell of a story if Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers coming
I
back
agree.
together
I agree.
make a nice run. And I heard Aaron and his family made up this summer.
Oh, they did. I heard, yeah.
Yes.
I heard he made a Netflix documentary out of it, Prez. Is that correct?
No way.
Net doc. I heard that's
No
coming.
way.
Heard it's coming.
No way.
Yep, heard it's coming.
Oh my God. How shameful. Okay, let's move on.
If that's true, what a loser.
No way, Joe. Are you being serious,
Swear
Joe?
to God,
Yeah,
I heard
are
it's going to
you?
be on Netflix. I heard the whole makeup thing was documented and everything else.
My Lord.
Yes. So, which means that it's likely all contrived, and yeah, no, he'll be back to square one by the time when they lose 3 games in a row here. So, sorry, I don't see that happening.
Okay, here's my question, Art. We'll start with you. The
Yep.
Cleveland Browns under 1.5 division wins plus 115. That means they got to win 2. That means they got to win 2. How are they going to win 2?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they're going to. You got to love that, especially at plus money.
Yeah. Can you explain that one? Anybody explain that bet? That line over 1.5 is juiced to minus 140.
Well, who are they going to beat? That's the problem.
I mean, listen, we know they will get one. They get one every year, Joe.
Yes, they do.
I mean,
and it's
somebody
against
is
the
coming.
Ravens. Yeah, right. It's against the Ravens, right?
But here's the thing, right? They only have 3 home games out of those 6.
Yes.
They got to win 2 of those 3. Assuming they lose all on the road. And I think that's a very fair assumption. So that's my favorite bet in the AFC North division. Under 1.5 division wins by Cleveland.
I just can't see Pittsburgh winning 9 games. I don't know another coach that could have squeezed out close wins as much as Tomlin did and got out of a awful Pittsburgh offense. And by the way, is TJ Watt going to stay on the field? Is he not? What is he, 32 this year? They have, I think, the oldest and highest priced defense in the NFL here. And we know Pittsburgh, it's all about the defense. You got a 43-year-old quarterback, and now, Tomlin's not there to save you in the second half to win these close games, Art. I don't know how they get the 9 win. It's not that they play in Paris, I think, 1. They play in Nashville. But other than that, they're on the East Coast. It's not like the schedule's tough, but one injury to pick a guy on either side, and I think they're screwed.
Well, this just in. We just had a breaking news alert. Mike McCarthy just used his first time out of the season.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know.
That's
9
a
wins,
good joke. That is a good freaking joke, right?
Yes. Absolutely. But I don't see it. I think Tomlin left for a reason, folks. And I think this team is going to win maybe 6 games. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. I don't I mean, it's between Baltimore and Cincy, and give me the Bengals. Art, you're actually staying with us all the way through. Long shot as well. Joe, MLB rundown. The microphone is yours.
All right, so we've got actually a lot going on here today in Major League Baseball, including, let me get to, there it is, including a double header going to happen here today between the Mets and the Braves. But early action already likely going on here. Phillies and Marlins. Can't believe Marlins have put back-to-back wins together. 1-0 last night. Gusto against Luzardo. You got Diamondbacks and the Pirates going at it. Rodriguez and Jones. These are all early starts here. Blue Jays and the Nats. You Savage against Lytle there. Bieber didn't do himself any favors last night. I think Toronto's going to get at least 1 here in the series. The Braves' first game is Manea going against Smith Shawner, another guy coming off the IL for the Braves here. I think we're going to get runs in that game one. Tigers and Orioles, maybe the pitching battle of the day. Skubal against Rogers here. And the Orioles coming off a 14-0 defeat. Yeah, I'm going to take the Orioles to bounce back here. Brewers and Giants. Prez already told you what's going on with that on an under. Rockies and the Padres. Cannon going for the... That's got to be an over. I'm just going to take it. I don't care that it's at Petco. Give me the over. Rangers and Rays. Rays likely bounce back in this one after losing last night at home. Reds and Guardians. Cantillo against Brady. Somebody, please hit Brady Singer. Stop making him look like a Cy Young winner. I'm going to take the Guardians in that one. The Braves and the Mets, game 2. Chris Sale versus Scott. Let's face it, Braves are going to win that one. Royals and the Twins here today. Joe Ryan on the mound. That's enough for me to back the Twins there. Yankees and White Sox. I like the under with Schlittler against Martin. Astros and the Angels. Interesting matchup here. One that the Astros should win because they are close to making the playoffs. I'm going to take the Cubs over the Cardinals, the Red Sox over the Athletics, and I'm going to take the over in the Mariners and the Dodgers. And that is your Major League Baseball rundown, Press.
Okay. Guys, I want to go back to the AFC North real quick before we get into the long shot. I want to ask you this question. The Cleveland Browns are minus 200 to finish 4th.
How much?
Can someone minus 200
to finish dead last in the division?
Why are we not making this bet?
That's because Shador's the wild card, man. I mean, is it Shador? Who's the quarterback this year?
They ain't getting ahead of Baltimore and Cincinnati. They're not getting ahead of those two.
So then it comes down to
Pittsburgh or train wreck. Yeah.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is plus 300 to come 4th. Oof. I don't know, man. Cleveland minus 200 4th. That seems delicious to me.
That is a whole new level. But at least I think they're heading in the right direction. And maybe is Deshaun Watson playing, Art?
I guess it's hard to figure out what they're doing at the quarterback position.
They have him as number 1 in camp, I believe. Yeah. So they have him atop the charts there as the starting quarterback. So is that?
I guess money still talks. I mean,
wow.
Right? They're still paying him all that money.
That's crazy to me. No,
it is.
Nope. Cincinnati.
Long shot, boys. Value. I'm going to stick in the NFL.
Maybe you do the exacta. Maybe you do Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
I like that. Well, I like it.
I like that.
Do the exacta.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's a nice sounding bet.
Yep. I like that. Sure. They have that
okay,
too.
Let's get the long shot, guys.
Do, of course. Oh, yeah.
Let's get to our long shot and then the mailbag. I'll start with the long shot. I'm going with I'm going to stick in the NFL. We're going to do the AFC West at some point, but I like the Chargers to win the division at plus 190. Art, what's your long shot?
Can I do a daily long shot?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Most will be daily.
All right, cool. I'm going to give at a plus price today the Rockies. I think they could beat the
the
Padres.
I like that.
I like the Rockies. They should have won the game last night. They blew that game. So give me the Rockies.
I gave it to you. Orioles over Skubal. I'll take Baltimore over Detroit with Rogers on the mound. Now that is a long shot.
Guys, let's get into our mailbag section. Just to let you all know, I will not be on the show tomorrow or Friday. Brian Power stepping in. Some of the guys wrote, the King of Dub, appreciate the entertainment. We appreciate you, my brother. Rodney Proctor, another good show. I have both your plays tonight. Good luck. Love the Bengals this year also. That's Barney. David Tokarski, awesome show. Atlantic coach, ain't good. Tyler Show, an average QB. Carolina should dominate. What are your thoughts on that, Art?
Yeah.
Man, that's a funny division where you could really make a case for all the teams. I like what Carolina did in the offseason. The Saints are kind of the up and coming with the young coach and the young quarterback. Tampa, there's a lot of question marks. I think there's a lot of question marks with Atlanta too. But I mean, Carolina was the team who won it last year. There's not a lot of repeats in that division. So I actually would be off Carolina repeating because it doesn't happen in that division. But once again, that's a division you really can make a case for anyone. I think I would look for maybe Atlanta or the Saints because I don't love Tampa either.
Yeah.
Wow. Two
Atlanta
quarterbacks that
or
can't
the
stay
Saints.
healthy. That's amazing, that Atlanta team. Yeah.
I don't
Tua
know.
is the backup.
I've always felt, and I've said this before, I've always felt in every single sport period, if you can't end the season over 500, you lose your playoff spot.
Oh, relegation, huh? Kind of like that.
And we've seen it happen in that specific division.
Yep.
So, to me, it makes total sense.
Yep.
You go 8-9, you forfeit your spot to the next wild card position.
Yep.
What do you think, Gart?
Yeah, I mean, listen, relegation in all these American sports would be a good thing, but it will never happen.
No. Okay, boys.
Yep.
That's the show. We'll see you on Monday. It's a holiday in Canada, but I'll be here anyway. Art, Joe, and Brian tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel. Lots of love, everyone.
Boom.